I'm going to try this again. This time I'm in vertical mode, so hopefully people will find me. I'll try this for a few minutes, and if nobody finds me, I'll just make this a video I'll record for my channel. So what I wanted to talk about today are teas, tinctures, herbal remedies, and things to sort of help you feel better. And I sort of wanted to show off my tea bar that I'm in the process of developing. So I have started to put together jars of my favorite herbs and teas that help me feel better. And I've used them to make myself teas. This tea I'm making now has ginger, mint, and a combination from a company in New Jersey called Grateful Garden, called her Feel Good Tea. So that combination is in here, and I'm letting that brew. And I'm hoping it's going to help with the nausea that I'm going through right now. So I have been brewing myself teas, and my husband's been brewing them for me every day over the last few weeks as I've been dealing with this nausea. And I found the things that have helped the most with the nausea have been the ginger root. So this is organic dried ginger root, and I'm going to put this actually in a better container that's more airtight as soon as I have the time and energy to do so. And this is mint, and so I use those two as the basis for this tea, mint and ginger root. And then I also used this one from oh, I thought it was the Feel Good. I used the Calm tea with lemon balm, nettles, and catnip, and I used a little bit. Oh, I left my scoop in here. That's not good. Let me get my scoop out. So, and these little bags of tea I get at the farmer's market from a company. She goes to different farmers markets in New Jersey, and she's a great organic grower. I can highly recommend her. So there's like, you have two options, right? You have the option of getting the individual herbs and using them in your tea. Oh, good. Now, yeah, when I was just on horizontally and nobody was catching the live. So I'm so glad people are catching it now. So you can buy like organic ginger root. Like this probably cost me about, because I have more than this. The whole big thing, which is maybe two of these, was like $15. So this is a lot, and this is going to last a long time, considering when I'm feeling really bad, I may use half a teaspoon in a cup, and that's pretty strong for me anyways. Ginger's a stronger herb for me. This is organic mint leaf. I got maybe enough to fill this jar 3 or 4 times. And again, it was like $10. So you just have to know where to source your ingredients from. Because I always thought that like loose teas were much more expensive. So for example, I'll show you. I've just found these when I was cleaning out my tea things. I found these teas in the back of my thing that I must have gotten over 5 years ago when I was at the mall. And each one of these little bags, I remember being close to $10. And because of that, the tea was so precious, I never drank it. Like, you can tell, like, this one I didn't even open, but a couple of these, like this one I tried, but then it was like so precious I didn't drink it. Well, I got this container here of one of these teas that's very similar. It's got black tea, hibiscus, cornflowers, calendula flowers, I think you say, and it's so delicious. I got this whole container for, I think it was under $20 for sure. I don't want to say an exact price, but it was between $15 and $20 for this whole container. So you can definitely, don't buy tea at the mall, that's for sure. But if you want to support your local organic farms by buying their dried herbs and their combinations of dried herbs, then that's a great thing to do. So let me look at the comments now that I can see them. Hey, Rachel. Hey, I hope that you are an admin. Oh, maybe you're not. Maybe this is a different one and this one's not admin. Oh, there you are. Now you're an admin. Okay. Oh, yay. Oh, hi. AF, that's what I'll call you. I am so glad that people I know are watching. So anyway, I was going over the different herbs and saying how I figured out a way to get a lot of teas inexpensively, and a lot of the stuff that like this, I grew in part of my garden. I put aside 2 years ago, and I grew dandelions in my garden bed so that they wouldn't be sprayed and they would be completely organic. And these are those dried dandelions because dandelions are an excellent thing to use. The whole plant, the dandelion root is great for you. The whole plant is really good for you to brew as a tea, a lot of health properties. So this one was free, but I also got some dandelion root from a company to compare it to mine to see how it tastes. And I was happy to know that when the root parts of this do taste the same. So I know that the stuff I'm growing is similar. I did the same thing with the mint, compared my mint that I dried at home to the mint I bought to see, which was better. And they tasted very similar. So I was very pleased with that. Let's see, what else did I get? So this I got, I saw a big bag of organic muling spices, I think it's called. And this is, what is this? Cinnamon, cloves, and orange. And maybe a little nutmeg, I'm not sure. But I thought, wouldn't this taste good with black tea? So I got a bag of this, and now this is part of my tea stuff. And I'm going to put this again in a container that seals better. But yeah, that's one of the things I decided to try for all the nausea and feelings like the cold sweats. I get like very cold sometimes, and so I thought I've been making myself more and more teas from tea bags. And I saw some teas, inexpensive, loose teas online. I thought, well, I'll try them. And they were so much better than the tea bags. I mean, it was like night and day. The flavor of the tea from these, from the fresh tea rather than from the bagged. So I just decided I wanted to get some. And let me show you what I've set up. So this is my setup now. You can see. So we have some jars. These seal well. These ones not so well. I'm going to probably move them. So all these different herbs, and then I can, this one, Rachel's on, and I want to show her what I got in honor of her recently. So good. And it's so, the color of this tea is so awesome. It comes out like this beautiful bright blue. And then if you put like lemon in it, it turns purple. I also have these hibiscus flowers here, which are a nice pink. And if you put the two together, it looks really cool. So let me put this back. But anyway, yeah, I'm trying to drink at least 2 cups of tea a day and use like the herbal benefits of the tea. I know I want to say Tulsi. This is an Indian tea used in Ayurvedic medicine that I'm still learning about. If there's anyone in the chat that knows about the properties of this, I'd love you to put them in the chat. But I've just started trying to have a cup of this a day. So I am going to, so usually, when your tea is done, it's supposed to mostly float to the bottom, but there's still some pretty far up there, but this is the ginger root and mint tea, primarily, that I made in the previous live that I'm going to drink for my stomach because I'm not feeling so hot. So let me take a look at the comments. Well, Rachel, do you know something? One of the things I'm doing is I am making tea bags for people out of the bulk teas for Christmas presents. I thought that would be some way for people to try how much better these teas are than the tea bags. And so I went online and I bought these tea bags. And I'll show you what I'm doing for my friends. And so you can tell me which ones you would like and I will send you a box. So see here, I take my little scoop, I put it in, and I may mix up a few if you want a few mixed up. And if you see there, we got the herbs in the tea bag, and then we just pull this and we tie it up, and there you go. So I will be taking orders for what tea bags you would like for Christmas, my dear. So, yep, so that's what I plan on doing for people that want to try it. In my family, too. I'm going to let them know what I have. I'm going to make a menu. So I'm a little excited about it, if you can't tell. I'm a little bit of a dork. So I'll be right back. I got to get my spoon to stir my tea. So, did anyone put in the chat? Oh, from India. Well, so tell me about the uses of Tulsi and how it can help me. Bernard, do you know about it? I know in India, one thing I've gotten these mulling spices remind me of masala tea, the masala tea. And I have this masala tea maker, which is like all the ground spices of it. I can't find it right now, but I use that to make it. But it's like a combination powder that I got. I don't actually know the right combination of spices to use in what order. But I'd be interested to learn about that. What kind of teas do you guys drink in Zimbabwe? I would love to hear about that. So anyway, let me tell you about the different herbs I got. So Tulsi I'm just learning about, but evidently it has huge health benefits in the Ayurvedic area. Mint, huge health benefits, and I use it for my stomach, and I've been drinking at least mint in 1 cup of tea a day. Ginger, the same thing. For my stomach, I've been drinking ginger in at least 2 cups of tea a day for my stomach. These are elderberries. These taste really nice in the tea. They give it a fruity flavor. You can add these in with anything, basically, if you want to add a fruity flavor to it. And these are great for your immune system. This tea is a powdered tea that it dissolves in the water, that I was just reminded to pull out from the back of my shelves. It's a combination of ground herbs called Acaic tea, which is very good for cancer. They use it actually in dogs, but this is a human grade version. It's known for shrinking tumors. My kind of cancer is not tumor based, so that's why it was in the back of the cabinet, but I brought it back out just in case. And then I have my hibiscus, dried hibiscus flowers. I've had these sitting around for a couple years, waiting to be put to use, just like the lavender. So this lavender, some of this, I realized in my other live, I said I grew it. I grew some of this, not all of this lavender flower. So some of this was purchased. But yeah, I grew a bunch of lavender flower about 3 years ago and dried it. And that's about, I think about half of this jar. And this is great to add in with a chamomile, like if you want a nice nighttime tea. And I looked online for some chamomile bulk, and it was pretty expensive. It was like more than like $20 a pound. Well, a pound's a lot of tea, but I found this chamomile, mostly chamomile, but also had some fruit in it, and it was $12 for the pound. So I got this one, and it's been really good actually. I'll take the chamomile and fruit, and I'll put the lavender in it, or I'll put the ginger in it for my stomach, or put the ginger and mint in this. This has been a great base for me for like a nighttime tea. And then for my morning teas, I've been loving the Earl Grey. And the Earl Grey has been really, I mean, I can't tell you the difference because I buy pretty high-end tea bags of Earl Grey. The difference between that and brewing this, night and day. And sometimes I'll add ginger to the Earl Grey for my stomach like I did this morning. And sometimes I like to add some of these mulling spices to the Earl Grey. It makes a nice combination of flavors. So, but this has caffeine in it, so I use it to help me get out of bed. Let's see, you guys have already seen the butterfly pea flowers, which are the most beautiful tea I have, and they're yummy too. Very floral, very delicious. And I bet that would be good with some lavender, don't you think, Rachel? Put this with lavender. And this combo, I got this tropical flower with black tea, is delicious. And then in the back, I will show you the rest I have. So this are chrysanthemum buds. And these you can brew as a tea as well. And they have a lot of health benefits, which I'm still learning about. But this is a thing of chrysanthemum buds I was able to get. And then I also have licorice root, which is great for the stomach. I forgot to mention, this has been going in some of my stomach brews to help my stomach feel better. So it has been ginger, mint, licorice root a lot of times to help me with the nausea. The nausea's been rough the past couple of weeks. And then I also have some lemon verbena leaf, which, to be honest, I don't know where I got it from, but I've made tea with it a few times and it's not so bad, and I'll learn more about it. But I found this in the back of the cabinet. It was in a big bag, so we'll see. I'll have to learn more about it. Yep, and you've seen already that I've shown you the dandelion root that I got and the dandelions that I grew. And that's about it. So yeah, that is my tea bar. And I'd love to see if anyone else has anything else to say. Oh dear, Rachel's been timing out people. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, I do. Oh, this is so good. This is ginger, mint, and I've used this one that I got from the farm in New Jersey. I want to just, she doesn't know me from Adam, but she has a website. It's called Grateful Garden. I think it's still there. The last time I purchased from her was about 6 months ago. And she's just, you know, she's just a little store, so and she doesn't know me except that I bought stuff from her at 2 different farmers markets. And I love her stuff and it's reasonably priced. So if you want to try something, you can get like small batches of herbal teas of organic herbs that she grows there, and try her stuff too. But I would love to I have a lot of friends online that I would love to send little care packages to. And I would love to send you guys tea samplers. So we'll get on that. So I've been live for 20 minutes now. Oh, you know what? My husband's a big coffee drinker, and I used to drink coffee. I was a big coffee drinker. And then 2 years into chemo, I had to stop drinking it entirely. It started making me throw up. I've just been able to start drinking it again, and I've really enjoyed it. And you know what coffee that we got that's pretty inexpensive, but it's really good? Horn and Hardert's coffee. I don't know if, do you know about Horn and Hardert's? Horn and Hardert's is, they were a vending machine like diner. You would go in and would get your food. It used to be that you would pay a nickel and you get a cup of coffee, and then it went up to 2 nickels, and there was a big to do about it. But anyway, they're on the East Coast, and one of the great things about it is that it helped get rid of racism, because anyone could go into the automat and people mixed together. And anyway, if you can't tell, I recently saw the documentary about automats. And my husband and I felt like, oh, that, we haven't had that Horn and Hardert's coffee since we were teenagers, because they've been out of business since then. And so we bought some, and we've been drinking that, and it is really good. It lives up to everything that we remember it to be. So Horn and Hardert's coffee is still around if you want to get some. You can get it ground or beans. So I guess that's about it. The other thing that we got is Cafe du Monde from New Orleans. My nurse came back from New Orleans with some delicious beignets, and we got some Cafe du Monde to go with them. So this house does have some good coffee in it as well. So I guess I will let you guys go, but before I do, I just want to spend, and you don't have to stay on if you don't want to, but I just want to spend 30 seconds to a minute sending out the vibration of love from our hearts. So if you can, for me, please think about somebody or something you love. Think about that. Fill your heart with that love. Send that love from your heart throughout your entire body. Fill your body with that love. Imagine that love healing and growing. And as your body fills and fills and fills with this love, imagine that your body fills with so much love that you cannot hold it anymore. It's spilling over, it's flying out, it's shooting out everywhere from you. You can't stop it. Love is going everywhere. Love is going to your neighbors. Love is going to the people, a state or a country over. It's going everywhere. It's even shooting out to the stars. You are so full of love, and I love you. Mwah.